As you can tell by the title of the video, it's going to be a little different today. Control your mind, control your life. You have no idea how powerful your mind is, how powerful your thoughts are, how powerful your words are, all of the above. What I'm trying to get at here is when I was heavily depressed and I didn't like myself, I hated myself, and I was struggling with addictions and nicotine, struggling with addictions and weed, and just wanting to fit in. And my friends abandoned me. I had nowhere to turn to because I hated asking for help. And this isn't a I want you to pity me story. This is a I want you to understand that I know what it feels like to be wanting and feeling the need to have an escape. And you want to escape so bad that you drown your pain in these vices. And you hear this a lot that, oh, well, everybody has their vices. And that's just not the case. Your vice is just a way to drown this pain and sorrow that's going through your head. I know this all too well because that's what I did for the longest period of time. I was an addict to weed for 7 years, an addict to nicotine for 7 years, and it became my identity and my personality. And wherever I went, I needed to smoke weed. Whenever I wanted to eat, I needed to smoke weed. Whenever I wanted to do anything, I had to smoke weed first to have fun with it. I was so depressed, and the reason for that is because every single minute of every single day, all I would think about is how much I didn't like myself and how much I was in a position I didn't want to be in. And it takes a toll on you is when you're constantly thinking about the negative, constantly, constantly, constantly. You're never going to get out of it. And so you drown that negativity with drugs or nicotine or parties or alcohol, whatever it may be. Everybody has their out. What I mean by control your mind, control your life is your mind works a lot like your muscles. You train your muscles, you get bigger. You train your mind, you get stronger. And what do I mean by that? A lot of you are not going to believe me when I say this or want to believe me because it's such a simple answer that it doesn't even make sense. But when I say your mind works like your muscle, if I'm looking in the mirror every single day like I used to, and all I can think about is how much I hate myself and all of these little things that I hate about myself, and you wonder why you are the way you are, you'll just keep being in this rut, in this little dark place. The thing that changed my life was your words have a lot more impact than you think. And when you look in the mirror, just try this for 2 weeks. Instead of thinking about all the little things you do not like about yourself, look in the mirror and speak it. Don't just think it, speak out. Whether you believe it or not, speak out that you love every little bit and piece about you, that you love who you are, that you love yourself, that you have a purpose in life, everything. Just say it to yourself in the mirror. Give it 2 weeks of just saying it. Whether or not you believe it or not really doesn't matter. It's just saying it repetitively to yourself. Your mind will just constantly start to think about it, and then that will become what you believe. And this is speaking from personal experience of I hated myself. I did not like who I was staring back at in the mirror. I didn't like anything about myself. I got to a point where I was just crying myself to sleep every single night and asking God to show me the light at the end of the tunnel. And instead of showing me that light at the end of the tunnel, he said, be the light, shine the path for others. It clicked with me for some reason. I figured this out. Got up out of bed, got a course, and explained this to me, that you have absolute control over your mind and what you think. I didn't believe it, but he said, try this for 2 weeks. Go to yourself in the mirror and say you love yourself. Say you're successful, say you're motivational, say this, say that. Everything that you don't believe about yourself, just say it. And then it'll be constantly what you think about, day in and day out, every minute of every day. And it'll become who you are. And I know it's just unbelievable and you don't think that it'll work. Oh, this is too easy, it doesn't make sense. It's that easy. It's that simple.